You're watching News 12 Traffic and Weather. Know before you go.
Good morning. This is Mike Haggerty with your News 12 traffic update. Well, obviously things are starting to get a little bit worse with the oncoming event of Sandy, so we are going to be dealing with more and more closures as the morning and the afternoon continues now that we are in the second half of 11 a.m. But let's start off with Route 6, the GO Trail, which is shut down both ways from 9 to 9D. In anticipation also, looks like it might be getting a little bit of a surge effect over here. So either way, it's going to be not accessible to this point. And really, we try to give you alternates when we can, but in a case like today, the best alternate, just stay home. The roads really at this point should only be for emergency vehicles. We'll go a little bit further south and just give you an idea of what else is happening. The Bronx River Parkway is currently closed down both ways from the Sprain split to the county center area. That's basically White Plains to Mount Vernon. Daylight today and tomorrow, we do worry about some downed trees and things like that, and we have had reports of that already. Also, some mandatory evacuations have been going on in Portchester and Mamaroneck throughout the day. At this point, everyone should be pretty much out of the way over there. Here's a live look at the New England Thruway, and obviously, as the storm comes in, we'll see it over here first. And here's a live look as you're traveling over by New Rochelle. And as you can see, well, we are keeping an eye on things. Here's a look at 287 from our camera atop the Bed Bath & Beyond Superstore in Elmsford. Doing well. And the Tappan Zee Bridge has a reduced speed limit, and they may close the bridges down altogether if the winds get up to about 60 miles an hour or so. Some evacuations recommended in Stony Point as well as in Piermont. Should be basically okay through Harriman or through Newburgh or through Orange County for the most part, and through much of Dutchess and Putnam counties. Overall, no major closures reported here or through Connecticut, at least on the main highways. Southbound Hutch is closed in the Bronx over by East Tremont Avenue for an accident, and most transit is suspended. You're watching News 12 Traffic and Weather, which is next, only on cable. Know before you go.
Strong winds are heading our way. Stay tuned to News 12 Traffic and Weather for the latest updates on the windy conditions in your area. News 12 Traffic and Weather. Know before you go.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Matt Hammer with your latest storm update for the Hudson Valley. Well, the weather just continues to get worse as we go throughout the rest of your morning across the Hudson Valley. Take a look at those shades of green. That indicates some moderate rainfall from the outer rain bands of Hurricane Sandy, and those winds are gusting very strongly outside as well. If you don't have to travel today, by all means, stay home and indoors and keep it here for the very latest on Hurricane Sandy. As we zoom on in, temperatures are generally in the 50s. That's where they'll stay for much of the day today. The bigger stories today, obviously, that wind, which is right now is sustained anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour here into White Plains, Nyack, and Ossining, and the conditions will only continue to get worse as the day goes on here into Newburgh and Brewster, and further north, a little bit cooler for you here into Middletown and Poughkeepsie with some light rainfall around. So by noon today, expect heavy rain to be possible, those winds picking up as well. They continue to pick up through 5 o'clock this evening, those temperatures holding steady right around 60. By 8 o'clock tonight, that's when the worst of the storm will be with the most intense winds and some of that heavy rainfall. So there's a high wind warning in effect for today as that rain continues to move in, increasing wind throughout the day as well. Those winds between 30 and 40, gusting even higher than that. Tonight, we could approach hurricane force wind gusts of around 75 miles per hour or so. Expect some heavy rain to continue tonight, so there could be some minor flooding issues, but the bigger stories will be those power outages as a result of those really strong winds. Here is Hurricane Sandy. The latest information as of 8 o'clock this morning from the National Hurricane Center shows Hurricane Sandy to still be a Category 1 hurricane with top winds of around 85 miles per hour, and the storm is now taking that turn towards the north and the west. Landfall still expected near Barnegat, New Jersey later on this evening. The highest points of impact will be later on tonight into very early Tuesday morning, and those winds at times gusting around 75 miles per hour. Coastal flooding a big concern as well. Things subside later Tuesday, and maybe a few showers left over on Wednesday. You're watching News 12 Traffic and Weather. Know before you go.